Welcome to Prime Testimony channel. Today too we have another exciting topic we are going to discuss. I'm blessed to have with me a beautiful lady here whom I'll give the opportunity to introduce herself.
Thank you very much. My name is Gloria Naninja, a social health worker and also a nutritionist to be specific.
All right. Thank you very much, Gloria. Gloria, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, today we are going to look at the role good nutrition plays in children's development. As earlier explained in my previous videos, the child development will look at certain areas of the child development: the spiritual development, the socio-emotional development, the cognitive development, and the physical development. But today, specifically, we are going to look at the physical development of the children, the role good nutrition plays. Actually, our sister is working in smaller communities, and being familiar about the children in rural and smaller communities, maybe we may gear our discussion towards children, especially the less privileged children who live in the rural communities. So what I'm asking is that what should the parents, especially the mothers, consider when it comes to nutrition of their children?
Okay. Thank you very much. The mothers must know that nutrition makes up the child. We normally say that we are what we eat. Whatever you put inside you comes out. So the mothers must know that proper nutrition will help the child to grow well. The child will have a good immune system. The child's brain will develop very well. The child wouldn't be falling sick anyhow. So the mothers must know that nutrition is very important and we can't take it out of child's development.
All right. Usually, some fathers think that when it comes to nutrition, it's a responsibility of the mother. So some fathers even think that it is not important for them to learn anything about nutrition. How do you see this assertion? Or what do you have to say?
It's a sad reality. Sometimes you go to some communities, the food, the larger portion of the meat is given to the father. The father will take the thigh, and then the bigger portion, they will give the head, and then the hand, to the child. It's rather unfortunate, but the father should also know that for the child to grow very well and become like you must, provide the child everything she need or he need to go well in terms of development, mental, physical, and everything.
All right. So if I understood you, you are saying that you think it is not appropriate for the fathers to take the bigger portions of the meat, but the children rather need them, to grow very well.
Yeah.
Don't you think the women are protecting their marriages? That is why they do that. Sometimes for the fear that if they do give the larger portion for the husbands or the fathers, the housekeeping money, which we locally call chalk money, will be reduced. What do you think?
There is that kind of fear. Yeah, well, sometimes we all grew up in the same environment. Sometimes the mother feel like, your father is the head though, so Charlie, he must take the bigger portion of the meat. But we have to educate them.
Yeah.
The man already grown, 40, 50, you don't need the protein again.
Okay.
If you need it, you need a smaller portion.
Okay.
But then a child under 5 or under 10 is still developing rapidly.
Okay.
So the child needs the larger portion of the protein, especially because the protein is what we don't really have for carbohydrate is readily available in the community. But the protein that helps the development of the child is what sometimes.
All right. So fathers out there, remember what our sister is saying. She says that for you've lived even sometimes half or more than half of your age. So it is the little ones that need the meat and the eggs and all these things so that they can grow very well. But let me ask you, has good nutrition got anything to do with the children's brain or how well they perform in school?
Yeah, nutrition has a lot. As I said earlier, for the child to grow very well, nutrition play a role. Because for the child brain to develop, the cells to grow very well, they don't get nutrients needed.
Yeah.
The cell wouldn't develop or wouldn't divide to get growth. So nutrition basically for the child to be very sharp he needs proper nutrition.
All right.
So
Okay.
you can take that one out.
All right. Looking at you, I think maybe your mother and your father understood the importance of nutrition, because your face, your skin, and everything presupposes somebody who was, properly fed. Some people also say that sometimes when you are meeting, when married people are copulating, in the night, the children don't become beautiful and handsome unless they do it in the afternoon. But whether it is true or not, it is nutrition. I'm sure it is for you to judge. But on a more serious note, I think we agree with our sister that nutrition plays a very, very important role. My sister, let me also ask this.
Okay.
There is a belief when we were children, we were in the villages, and even now, there's a belief that when a child eats a full egg, you become a thief. Is it true?
Me as a nutritionist, I would disagree.
Okay.
It's a myth in the community.
All right.
And it's sad to hear that, but it's a culture way of. But me as a nutritionist, is the child will become a thief. Rather help the child
All right.
to grow. So it's not true.
Great. You are listening to Prime Testimony Channel. I'm your host, Absol Brente Shannon. With me here is Sister Gloria, who is a child development worker and a nutritionist. I'm sure you are enjoying the discussion. Gloria, when you go to the rural communities or smaller communities, the children do not get these cabbage, carrots, and these things. Because usually when you talk about nutrition, we are looking at some European kind of food and those kind of things. So how can they get these carrots and these things? Even when they plant it, sometimes they may take them to the market and sell them. Is the salad and those things alone that means good nutrition, or there are certain local alternatives?
Okay, thank you very much. For nutrition, we have something we call food environment. You need to consider where the person is or where the child is. So, for instance, a child at my center, I cannot go and tell the mother that give the child carrot or cabbage. I'll look at the environment, the locally available vegetables, and I'll recommend that one for the mother. They'll be okay with that one than me mentioning something that they have to import into the town or into the country. So I would advise, or it's good, we center most on the locally available vegetables that the mother is okay with. Sometimes they know it, like we eat this, but they don't know how important it is.
It is, okay.
Or the cooking method.
All right.
The mother might have the ayoyo, which is a locally available vegetable, but how the mother cook it might end up losing the vitamins inside. So we encourage, or we help them know the cooking method as well.
Okay.
To
all right.
help
So
maintain the
okay.
nutrients.
So like I was saying, which means that the vegetables and all the ingredients are around it. It's a matter of just getting to know
Yes.
how to put them together and how to cook them
Yes.
together. Okay. All right. This is Prime Testimony Channel. I will encourage you to like the videos, to write comments, and then to share the videos. Before we close, our final advice to parents, to children, to mothers, to fathers, and to everybody.
Okay. I would advise that nutrition, as I said earlier, is you are what you eat. So if you feed very well, it will definitely show in your appearance. For the child to have a normal weight, normal height, the mother has to give the child every nutrient the child needs. The child needs protein, give it to him or her. The child needs carbohydrates, give it to him or her. The child needs fruits and vegetables. If you can't afford what's important one like apple, grapes, and maybe any other expensive fruit, there are locally available fruit, pawpaw, orange, and then wild fruit. So we encourage that mothers should, help their children in that way so that they can grow. If you leave it out, the child might not grow well. The child height might be shorter than the age.
Right.
And also children, I will encourage you that whatever food your mother gives to you, you eat it. to help you grow. Sometimes children, it's funny, they will eat the rice and leave the stew, and they are eating all the carbohydrates, which can make you stunted or underweight and overweight.
All right. Thank you so much, Gloria. I think you had great education. Definitely, we will come with another video looking at this subject of nutrition, because it is very, very, very important. Not even for kids or for children, but also for adults. I mean, you'll be seeing people walking around with big stomach as to when they eat and which time they eat and how they eat. All these things matter. So I will thank you once again, Gloria, who is a child development worker and who is also a nutritionist. My name is Ato Brentishan, and this is Prime Testimony Channel. We're out of here. Bye-bye.